Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the highest FPS possible and the best quality possible in Counter-Strike 2 given the most recent updates. This is an update of my previous guide with a few different changes. If you enjoy no bullshit tutorials, hit that like button and let's get right into it. Going to the video section, you're going to want to make sure that you set your display mode to full screen windowed. You can also set it to full screen. Some people swear that there is an increase in FPS. It used to be like that, but with the Windows optimizations, that's no longer really the case. You can use full screen if you do want to use 16:9, 4:3, or some type of custom resolution and you don't want to completely change your resolution on your monitor. So that's an option, but I'm going to be talking in just the context of somebody using the native resolution. So in this case, 1920 by 1080 or 2K setup if you have it, 4K as well. Moving to advanced video, you're going to go into boost player contrast and make sure this is turned on as enabled. VSync, you're going to want to make sure you disable this. This will help reduce any input latency. NVIDIA G-Sync, you're going to want to make sure you have turned on if you have this option. Some of you may not. Same thing with NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. Make sure you turn this on. Maximum FPS in game, you can do the exact FPS of the hertz of your monitors. So if I have a 240 hertz monitor, I could do 240 or I could do a couple FPS below it. Like you see here, I have 238. I do this to reduce any potentials of stuttering or screen tearing. You do not have to do this and it might not actually change much of anything. However, I have noticed a difference for myself when it comes to stuttering when setting it 2 FPS below the hertz of my monitor. So if you have a 120 hertz monitor, do a 120 FPS or 118 FPS, something like this. Moving down, multi-sampling anti-aliasing mode, you should set to 2x MSAA. Global shadow quality, you used to have this on high to be able to see all the necessary shadows in the game like players, but now you can just set it to medium or low and you'll be fine. I would suggest setting it to medium. Dynamic shadows, you have to turn on to all to be able to see, or you'll reduce competitive advantage by not being able to see people's shadows and things like that. For model texture detail, you can set this to high if you have 8 GB of VRAM or higher. If you have 6 GB, you can set it to medium, and if you have 4 GB or something lower than 6 GB, you should set this to low, and it will not affect your FPS and it'll just increase your visual quality if you have it set higher than low. Anisotropic 2x, you could set that for texture filtering mode. Shader detail, you're going to set to low. Particle detail, you're going to set to low. Ambient occlusion, you're going to disable. High dynamic range, you're going to set to performance, and then fidelity FX super resolution, you are going to disable for the highest quality. If you still need more FPS, go to the top right of the screen right now or the description down below. Check out my overclocking guide. It's universal for any GPU. Anybody can do it and it's free, super easy, and you can get up to 30% more FPS in many games. So go check that out down below. If you enjoyed the no bullshit video, hit that like button. See y'all in the next one. Peace.